What's going on, Exocommunity? This is Exostomp here with our EDL Tag Team Week number... What is it? 3. There we go. And someone who just said 3, of course, he's been here constantly. He's been on this channel a ton. It is Galaxy Bomb.
Hello, everyone.
Ooh, so week number 3 was against Weird Timezone Gang. If you guys don't know who they are practically the stall masters. They got a 5-0 and then a 6-0. And we were up against them this week. We were scared.
We didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, because they have hard hitters and like Toxicity, Hatterene, but then they have stally mons like Gliscor, Tangela. I mean, they have tons like Chansey. They have a ton of really good mons, so we weren't sure what to expect, but we did bring enough for everything. So yeah, let's just get into it, guys. Their team is on the top of me, and our team is right next to us. Right? Yeah. Alright, so let's get right into this. And by the way, I'm going to put this on fast, so we're not going to talk about every single play, because it was over 100 turns. So we'll just go over...
Close to 200, I think, right?
I think it was 107.
Oh, okay. It wasn't that bad.
No, but we took a long time. Yeah. So yeah, between each turn was like 5 minutes of us thinking, so...
Yeah.
But yeah, we're not going to go over every turn. We're going to go over what happened when things died and stuff, so...
The important turns. Because a lot of it was just kind of switching, and then some more switching.
Yeah. So yeah, knocking off the Mew was good, so I can't really have too much healing. We U-turned. They went into Gliscor, switched out into Mew. There was so many plays. Now this Ninetales play, just using Moonblast, we were gonna use like Calm Mind, but we decided we can't set up unless we kill the Chansey or knock it off first. So it's gonna be a lot of
a lot of the early game was pretty much trying to see if there was a way to get the Chansey in so that Sableye can knock it off. And what we eventually kind of came to the conclusion was that that was going to be impossible. They would never keep Chansey in against Sableye unless they were going to protect or switch or something along those lines. They'd never be vulnerable to a knockoff with their Chansey because they know it's their strongest way of stalling us out.
Yeah.
So we pretty much came down to let's try and kill off their other mons, or at least bait them out in some way by getting the Chansey low, having it wish into something else, and then trying to kill that instead. That was kind of the game plan here.
Yeah. We realized that Sableye did 100% counter the Chansey later on because we saw its whole moveset, it being Toxic and Seismic Toss as well as the Wish Protect, and it cannot touch Sableye whatsoever. So that's why it kept switching out as well as being afraid of the knockoff. So if we were able to keep the Sableye healthy enough to just live Chansey in general, even if it was a last mon, it was unable to hit us. So yeah, we could just stall it out if it comes to that. So like we saw, Seismic Toss just happened.
Another thing is that our Corviknight has pressure, so we can kind of force them to make a decision of lowering their power points a lot and risking struggling against it, or come to an answer. But here we actually hit it with the Blastoise comes in and we hit it with a Freeze Dry, which deals a lot of damage. Unfortunately, they crit us.
Yeah, so that was big. Because that 100% mattered. I calced it. We would have been able to, of course, live the hit and been able to threaten it out with another Freeze Dry, but unfortunately, yeah, they did crit us. So
yeah, we were faster than the Blastoise, right?
Of course, yeah.
So, unfortunately, we lose our Ninetales there, which is scary because that means Gliscor doesn't have as big of a threat against it anymore.
Yeah.
We do have answers in Starmie. Starmie has Ice Beam.
Well, yes. So, I knew he would go for Protect, so I went for Thunderbolt again to maybe bluff the Specs or Scarf, or maybe think that we don't have Ice Beam.
See if he might stay in.
Yeah. And he made the safe play and just went straight into Chansey to make sure. So... Good play. Ah.
Here we get Mew a little low, but of course the Wish just brings it right back up. It does Toxic, which makes it Toxic itself, but it's from that, which is annoying.
Yeah, we get Toxic as well.
A little harder to stay in with Sableye as a wall.
Yeah. We haven't used Emboar yet. Emboar destroys his team if we get it in the right position. If we weaken a lot of things, it just runs it over. So we were sort of using that as our killer.
Yeah, at this point, since we didn't have Ninetales, Emboar was like a good solution to that. But really, we're kind of just seeing what he does, kind of feeling out how much they want to be aggressive and how much they just want to play passive, and kind of respond to it accordingly. That was most of this match. Once we see Blastoise back,
yeah, since it's at 100%, we thought he would feel safe enough to stay in and maybe go for something versus the Starmie, whether it's Dark Pulse or whatever. So we had Electrium Z. I'll actually show you guys the sets after. I forgot to show it initially, but I'll show you guys after. We have Electrium Z on here, so we were baiting out the Blastoise anyways. So here we go. We didn't need to create...
We were contemplating whether or not to do it now, but we kind of came to the conclusion there would never be a better opportunity. So we just went for it, and it worked out.
Yeah, definitely. So we get a crit here. Doesn't matter too much.
Yeah, Chansey can just wish it back up. Here he starts to go aggressive with Toxtricity. Okay. So,
yeah.
So he starts to go aggressive with Toxtricity, and we have Rotom in. Now at that point, Toxtricity might just kill Rotom with another Overdrive. So we were contemplating what to do. Should we just sack Rotom? Should we switch out and try and tank it on something else? And I kind of came to the conclusion. I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna hit Blizzard.
Yeah.
Just to deal at least a bit of damage. If he stays in, but I don't think he's gonna stay in. I think he's gonna be scared.
This is how the conversation was. What should we do, Tyler? You just said Blizzard and clicked it, and then he switched into Tangela.
Yeah, because just something. I just had the feeling that he wouldn't feel safe for some reason.
I feel like you got impatient.
Probably a little bit of that. But just from how the plays were going, I just felt like he wouldn't have felt safe in this situation, so he would have tried and kept Toxtricity alive. But Blizzard insta-kills the Tangela, so now Toxtricity comes back out. I Blizzard again, because why not?
You're just getting really impatient. Blizzard!
Hey, it's working, you know?
Yeah, look, Rotom did its job. It killed Tangela, okay? It's good.
And we can Toxtricity enough, so he has to try and get a Witch out. Here we're just trying to get a Freeze or something.
Yeah, I don't know. You tell me what we were doing.
Not working. At this point, I kind of was taking over, and I was like, let's try and speed this game along, because stall. But then we calmed down a bit. We started analyzing how they were doing again. Started slowing the game down, and here I think we start realizing they can't do anything against Corviknight, because we started to realize Gliscor doesn't have Earthquake. I think their only attacking move was Ice Fang.
Okay, so here we Iron Defense, right? I calced to make sure that the Toxtricity would die if it came in, which would be his best play, if it died to a Body Press.
Yeah.
So, calced it, made sure it was like a 99 or 100% roll. It was like 34 to something percent. But as you guys can see, it is at 34% and it does die, which it knocks out our Corviknight, their Corviknight answer, which means we can destroy this team now.
Yeah. Corviknight now has no answers, so Corviknight just lives through anything. Even if it gets frozen by an Ice Fang, the leftovers recovery would be too much for the Ice Fang to actually deal with.
Yeah.
So now the PP stall game comes in, because now we have to think, well, Gliscor is going to use a bunch of moves to try and just make us waste our body presses and our iron defense and all that kind of stuff, because we definitely don't have enough body press attacks to kill the Gliscor. Because it can just heal back up with Poison Heal, and we get frozen, but again, because of the leftovers, it doesn't matter. So this is where we have to think about how to kill the Gliscor without losing body press, and what we should do in this situation. And this is when the game would probably go another 100 turns or so.
Yeah. I'm just gonna put it in hyper fast because there's nothing
Yeah.
that's gonna happen for ever.
Because this is really where the full-on stall comes in, because we need to figure out how are we going to kill the Gliscor. How are we going to stop them from healing with wishes or any of that kind of stuff? We have taunt on Corviknight to stop it a little bit, and we just taunt back and forth and try and kill it and blah blah blah. And eventually, it's come to the conclusion of the opposing team, North Stream, I think. North Stream and Al was the two members.
Yes, North Stream now.
Yeah. And they pretty much said, this is going nowhere, and I think they basically came to the conclusion they're going to forfeit.
Yes. So, yeah, they realized that they can't beat a pressure stall Corviknight with stall. There was literally no way we had enough PP to outstall at least 2 of their Mons, and then we had another 3 in the back, and Embor destroys his team anyways, even without our Corviknight. So there was nothing much that they could really do. Al wasn't on at the time, yes, but I think they would have made around the same plays. I don't know.
Maybe the Tangela wouldn't have come in.
Maybe. But really, versus us, the Tangela doesn't really do much either.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know what was on the Tangela, so maybe it was some crazy specs, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Alright, so let me boot up. I don't have my showdown up. I'll probably cut real quick to it. Here it is. Okay, so here's our team. Basically, we had enough speed for, I believe it's min speed toxicity or something. God, I don't remember what the speed tiers are for, guys. I just remember they were important. Okay.
You count them for something.
Yeah, I count them for something. The Starmie. What was the Starmie here?
I think we made faster than the Mew.
Yes, I think. Yeah.
Oh, so we prepared for some other mons that they didn't bring.
Right.
I think they're Pyukumuku also.
Oh yeah, well the Puku, the Electrium Z was there to handle the Blasters or the Puku, depending. But the Embor Reckless Expert Belt said it can't lose too much health. This was here to basically take on all of their Pokemon, which was great.
Yeah, we wanted to be a little careful with health management on our team, because we don't have anything like Wish. So against a stall team, if we're in, especially because Starmie doesn't have Recover in this set and stuff like that, we really want to mostly use something like Sableye, which does have Recover in this set, so that we don't have to worry about chip damage and slowly getting whittled down throughout the hundreds of turns.
Yeah. Yeah, so Embor was like our win con, but Starmie here was here to nuke a few things.
If they broke Hatterene, we had Flash Cannon.
Yep. I was a little afraid about Hatterene, because Hatterene does work versus our team, honestly.
Oh yeah, it's very scary.
The Ice Beam was there for the Gliscor, T-Bolt was, like I said, Puku and Blastoise, and Rapid Spin was there to, of course, get rid of like Leech Seeds or rocks in general. Then we had the Corviknight, max defense, max HP. This thing with pressure destroyed his team, which is great. Of course, Taunt versus Stall is great as well. We had the Ninetales. The Berry was for the Flash Cannon on Blastoise, which is good. Freeze Dry, of course, was for his 2 water types as well as the Gliscor. Moonblast, HP Fire, Calm Mind. This was supposed to sweep if the Chansey died early. It didn't necessarily happen, but it still did okay, like, versus a few things, just freeze drying in general. The Sableye, of course, was here to counter the Chansey, as well as knocking off Violites if it could, which it couldn't.
If it could.
Yeah. And the Rotom was here to be a Scarfer, maybe trick the Scarf versus the Chansey or something that needed.
Yeah, that was another possibility. We could trick the Eviolite off of the Chansey, but the opportunity never arose.
Yeah.
I think we tricked once into a Protect, but that was like the best chance we had.
Yeah. But yeah, after that we just sort of spammed Blizzard with it.
It works out, man. 70%.
Yeah. But with that, yeah, those were our games, or our game in general. Week 4. Well, okay. First off, we beat people that basically went flawless so far, which is incredible.
That was a nice weight off our shoulders for sure.
Yeah. So now we're on our little high horse, but we're versing the best team, the flawless team, Overdrive DS. Now we already beat a flawless team. We could beat them again. All right.
Yeah, we got this. Easy peasy. we do worse against teams that we're not scared of because we are overconfident.
Yeah. We're totally not overconfident now. Dude, Denisrio and Shadow, both of them I fear just in general, like solo, but with duos, oh my god, we gotta prep hard.
We got this. Easy peasy.
Yeah. But thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions or anything, please leave anything down below. I will be reading everything. Leave a like as well, if you liked it. But yeah, have a good day, guys. Peace.